Line.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pick. Of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Stepping, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
This fielded at the 2. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And face mask, any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
65.
On the counter, it's Henry. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Tannehill buying time to his left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Defense.
Let's check in with our referee.
Price and goal.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Saka, and we are tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. As Seattle jogs back on the field here, you can't help but think with their season that the old cliche, the game of inches, comes into play for the 2019 Seahawks, because Week 17, that game against the 49ers, Jacob Hollister tackled inches from the goal line, maybe a half a yard. That really changed everything, didn't it?
It certainly did, because if Hollister scores and Seattle wins, they end up getting the open week and getting that little extra rest in the playoffs in San Francisco.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
But a team that comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jarrell Casey with a little...
Hey, defense nasty. Defense is nasty. Hey, defense nasty.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. Oh, some strong running. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice first there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now it's Carson.
Man, you maybe took.
In for the Seattle touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction, and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now a 1st down throw. Tannehill being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep lefts. That's caught inside the 20.
Good catch, boy.
A big play that time for the Titans. 61 yards. A 1st down carry for Henry.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside. And he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with his
nobody too big.
As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
14-14 tie game now. I'll be back. I think he disconnected.
In the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues...
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play...
I was signing the quarterback. I was on it. What's Wilson? But I missed.
And incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete.
There you go.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with his sack. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Back to throw, Tannehill.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the...
Got a man, it's Humphreys. Touchdown, Tennessee. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up. And we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. Taking it right down Broadway. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, it's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Wilson stepping up. He'll try and run. Wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Completes it to Dixon. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 17 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Spins past it. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 60 yards as they have taken the lead. First quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Third down, baby.
It's a loss of 3.
Third down, baby. Third down. Number 2. Oh, boy. Lucky you didn't hit. Lucky you didn't hit, boy. Lucky you didn't hit. For real. You lucky you threw that thing to the ground. That should have been a flag, though. But I didn't give it to him. Oh, I'm gonna get blocked.
That's taken on the 25.
Try. Special teams, he on special teams. He on special teams. He trash. I put one of the tricks, kill or whatever. Did that song.
He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Now Tannehill. Excellent execution. And now they're set up.
And I dropped it.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one. Get your back to the goal line.
Too big.
Coach right now.
But too strong for y'all boys, man.
Gotta be physical in order to win this.
Too early.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it.
I live in my guys that came in.
You know, they create a
I live in my minds that came in.
They did a really nice job there of limiting that.
I'm in my car on YouTube. Yeah.
Tracks. Fielded about a yard deep. And
Good
he will be marked
hit.
down
Good
right
hit.
there at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the...
He's got him in, complete. 20, 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Good catch, boy.
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tannehill. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. The man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, 32 yards.
That was stupid.
The Titans are able to extend their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to
Gonna go ahead
rocket
and
that thing
dot
in
him
there.
up real
He
quick,
got it done.
boy.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go
Boy,
sky
can't guard me on
high.
offense.
You just mentioned it. Tight window. He sings it in
45,
there.
35, baby. Yeah.
Touchdown.
Extra point up and good.
And it is been my guys, the team again. The reflection on sitting, nobody else gonna do it. But me, I'm on stage. I'm already stayed with the painful. Look at about it. Now with the ball, I lay for real.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27.
I'll be staying with it. Yeah. I'll be over there and stay with it. Yeah. I literally do it for real. I'm not playing no game that was turning up. Like, good now.
See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Good hit, boy. Good hit, 58. Good hit, 58. Boy.
No one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got this one complete to John Ursua. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. On first down, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett.
The heck?
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 54 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. Right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it,
I'm okay with it.
Big sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And now running right through it. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush.
Yeah, fights, boy.
Or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The reception good for
7. How do you get that first down?
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's going deep for Brown. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it.
Oh, my God.
It's now 4th down.
Wow.
Not only was the call spot on,
that's
the
the pump
execution of that
right
defense right there. The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks.
Man, I'm going to get that crap out of here.
Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are going to... he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
It's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they gave it to him.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. On 2nd and 12, Tannehill looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on the last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Tannehill.
Oh, first and 10, boy. Good catch, boy. Gotta work. Get back in the game, boy.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. 38 yards on the scamper there. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Tannehill now to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Wilson now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. 2nd and 5 now.
Yeah, big boy.
Football and it's intercepted.
Give me that pig, boy. Yeah.
Will take over at the 24-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And that's caught inside the 35.
Ain't doing it but throwing them
29.
dots.
A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll run with Henry. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill.
Oh, hell, why they need something?
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped him 2 out of 3.
Tyler Lockett, the 20.
He's gone.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have now moved out in front. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch.
Good block, boy.
Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. 53 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll be out of bounds. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. From the 25 on 2nd down, Tannehill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here's Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Now he'll let it go deep left side. It's caught inside the 25.
First.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll hit. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. To throw is Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now it's Henry. And he works free. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. This is Henry. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tannehill throwing complete to Davis. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
Here, if I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Carson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he gets it down to the 32.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds Ursua, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 15-yard touchdown grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes to special teams.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Next drive, the Seahawks to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got the it's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big part.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 79 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This is really been fun to watch.
The extra point now coming from Myers.
Good block, boy.
It's blocked. And the Titans pick it up.
And I'm gone.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it, and an opportunity missed. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. Oh, eluding the tackle. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that.
All for me. I'm too big. Too big.
When you start thinking to
Too
yourself,
big.
what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know you make some adjustments.
Told them I'm too big.
Relatively modest gain out near the 32. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's
that
first now. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10, Tannehill.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the
That
defense?
first touchdown to go.
Inside the 15.
Hey.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And it's good for
Extra
them.
point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 15 now. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. On 2nd and 11 now, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
I couldn't get the dynamite.
Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Higgs. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. The 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about it.
Man, it's too big to be brought down. Almost got 20 out in y'all boys, man.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Again, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
90-68, I'm being come out them Seahawks. Baby,
Puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to
go
that
ahead and do it.
And even
I wasn't gonna get it over with.
He doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points.
Pick that up.
They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, going for Metcalf. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 38 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Dances by him.
Let's go. Let's do it.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry up. They'll run it again with Henry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a handoff working right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And now running right through it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Man, this game is done.
Comeback to come from 3 scores down.
And I'm playing it coming back.
Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The drive starts with C.J. Process, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. You got the big lead defensively. Underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
54, check, walk 54, walk 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to the middle. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Wilson to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That boy was throwing
it's a
dots.
gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Boy throwing them dots.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route.
And he will score. Touchdown Seattle. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. He juked him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On first down, Henry. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Tannehill. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone.
Almost had me a touchdown there, buddy.
Able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
All me, man.
Running right through it. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson gives to Procise on the delay. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right.
I'm so far back.
That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Short throw to Disley. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy.
Oh my God, Waddle.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
I'm ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with Henry. And now running right through it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Completes it to Davis. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete.
dropped it wide open.
Time, and they couldn't hook up
Oh
on the
my
long one.
God.
Now it's third down.
Wow.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third
Trying to
and
get this
9.
ball on my
Flushed
hand.
out right. He's going deep for Brown.
What?
And
I
that'll
overthrew
be
my wide receiver.
incomplete. Well, they took their
He was
shot
right
all
there at
but
it.
it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill.
Oh my God.
Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations.
Oh
All right,
my
fourth
God,
down.
bro. What
Where's
the
the ball?
heck?
Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Wilson.
Man.
For Lockett, and it's intercepted. LaShawn Sims with the INT.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone...
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 59 yards. He's not shy. He's going downfield again.
Oh my God.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple of extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Short throw to Disley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Now it's Wilson. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. To throw again on second down. Wilson. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Wilson will throw again. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Wilson going to throw again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing again here, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. Succop's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Wilson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.